Using Proxmox daily made me wonder what else can I do with a home server. I wondered if it's possible to have a desktop environment in your LXC container. Because sharing a GPU between a VM and an LXC container, the VM will usually take full control of the GPU once passed through, leaving your LXC container unable to use it. In this video, I will show you how to create an LXC container that has a desktop environment and GPU access shared between LXC containers. We will follow a guide created by P. Steinberg and update some of the instructions to make it compatible with Proxmox 8. We have the full guide in the description. And with that, let's get started. First, we are going to download the Ubuntu LXC. Just go to your local storage and head over to the CT template section and select templates. After that, search for Ubuntu 20 and download the template. The next step is to create an LXC container. Click Create Container on the top right corner and start giving it a hostname and a password. We must also unbox Unprivileged Container. For the template, select the local storage and select the Ubuntu 20 LXC we have downloaded earlier. For storage, I gave it 50 GB and selected my available storage. I gave it 3 cores and 8 GB of RAM since I have a lot of available to use and some programs demand higher CPU usage. For network, I use DCHP on IPv4 and the rest I set it to default. After that, just click Finish Container but don't start it just yet, because we are going to edit the configuration file of the LXC container. We then proceed to shell and edit our LXC container. The ID from the container I created was 104, so I will edit 104. We're going to copy lines of code that will allow our LXC to pass through and allow GPU, video, and audio. I also pass through additional sound modules. I will add these lines in our guide in the description. Additionally, I copied the features line and paste it below the swap. After that, we're going to do some revisions. First, we add a 2 to all C group lines, as the latest Proxmox uses C group 2 now. Also, I changed card 0 to the correct number my GPU uses, which in my case was card 1. You can check this via the ls command to see which card of your GPU uses. Once done, you can save and exit the file, and now we can start the LXC container. The next step is to do an apt update and apt upgrade. Then, we proceed to install the i965 driver and task cell. Now we're going to install the desktop environment. Please be aware that there are some missing text in some of the commands in the guide. We add the letter S to this command, for example. Once fixed, you can run the command and wait for the installation to finish. We then need to create a root user. This is for the script and for logging into the desktop environment later. I will use the sample name Morpheus to simplify this guide. You can give it any name for the user, by the way. After that, just enter your desired password and you can skip with the names. We then add the user to other groups like sudo, video, render, audio, input, and syslog. We then switch to our user with the su command and change our directory to home. We use wget and download the latest X RDP script. The link is in the top of the guide. Copy the download link and paste it into the terminal. After that, we need to unzip the file and give it permission with chmod. Before we run the script, we need to give it additional access to our user's directory. The command will be in the description. Just copy and paste it into the terminal. Now, we can run the script. Add a -s to the end if you want audio. Once you've run the script, it will ask you which DE will you use. Choose option 2, Xubuntu, and wait for the installation to complete. Once it's complete, just reboot the container and log into your LXC. Next, we need to know the IP address of our X RDP server. To do that, do an IPA and grep your LAN address. I have mine as 145 and I will add the tag to remember the IP address. This is for also our remote desktop configuration. Next, we need to open our remote desktop client. I am using Remina to view the desktop environment. A guide to install Remina will be in the description. First, we add a profile by pressing the plus sign on the top left corner. We need to give it a name. Then, add the IP address of the LXC container we got with IPA and add port 3389 at the end. For username and password, use your created user credentials. In my case, I followed the original guide and used Morpheus. Optionally, you can change the color depth. I only did that to lower the graphics on the desktop environment. Next, we go to Advanced. Make sure the audio output mode is set to local so that you can hear audio in your desktop. Save once you're done, and now you can start connecting to your LXC container. I stretched the desktop and did a re-login to adjust the desktop size. I also did not upgrade the container as some of the packages were not compatible if I used the latest Ubuntu. When I started the container, audio was already present, so I didn't need to create a service for Pulse Audio. As long as you can access the volume control, you're good. We then proceeded to open Firefox to test video playback and if audio can be heard. I went to YouTube and tried some videos. It works, but there is some noise. It's an old laptop, but it works. We then need to continue with the remaining steps. I installed XFCE and its packages, probably good if I want to switch the desktop environment or improve access with programs. Make sure to add the letter E to the XFCE4 because it's missing from the guide. We need to create a directory for the application menu. Just copy the directory with your username with make directory and copy the files. We then go to that directory with cd and use the sed command below. After that, we need to modify our polkit file. Open the guide and copy the directory of the modify existing policy. We will use sudo nano to edit this file and replace lines in the multiple sessions to yes. Copy the action ID so that you can find it faster. Next, we install Squash Views for Snapd programs. This will allow us to use specific programs that uses Snap. We're going to install VA Info and Vulkan tools to check if our driver is fully loaded into our system. If you run sudo VA Info, you can see the driver is loaded. For the X11 error above, you can disregard this as the DE has loaded. If you run Vulkan info and it gives no error and instead a long output, then Vulkan also works. Other ways to check your GPU is to use vkcube and xice. This is the best way to test if your GPU has loaded and if your display is correct. We then install the X server Intel, but in my case, it was already installed. All we need to do now is create the directory and add the configuration file. Just copy the configuration from the guide and save and exit once you're done. Running the command will show our GPU, and it tells us that Xorg is running on Intel. And that's it for today, guys. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps really grow the channel. In part 2, we'll be running Windows apps in the Proxmox LXC Container using bottles. So stay tuned. See you in the next video and take care.